Before starting the lesson today, I would like you to look at the picture and then answer the question. What is it about? 30 seconds for you to give the answer. Time's up. So, do you have the answer? It's about environmental impacts. Have you ever heard the phrase environmental impacts? Let me explain. The word environment means our surroundings including land, soil, plants, animals, air, water, and humans. And the meaning of environmental impacts is the negative effect on the environment. Today, we move on to Unit 9, Preserving the Environment. Lesson 1, Getting Started. Environmental Impacts. We will get to know the topic, Preserving the Environment, and the vocabulary related to environmental impacts. Before listening to a conversation between Nam and his father, let's label the photos on the screen with the words and phrases from the box. 1 minute for you to do this task. Time's up. Do you have the answers? Let's check with me. First up on, picture A matches with the phrase, the greenhouse effect. It means the problem of the slow steady rise in temperature of the Earth's atmosphere caused by an increase of gases such as carbon dioxide in the air surrounding the Earth would trap the heat of the sun. The Vietnamese meaning is hiệu ứng nhà kính. Second, picture B, which hew clouds of smoke into the sky, will match with the word pollution. Pollution is a noun. It means to damage caused to water, air by harmful substances or waste. The Vietnamese meaning is sự ô nhiễm. Can you guess the verb of this noun? It's pollute. It means to make an area or substance, usually air, water, or soil, dirty or harmful to people, animals, and plants, especially by adding harmful chemicals. The Vietnamese equivalent is làm ô nhiễm. How about picture C? You can see that too many trees are cut down, so we match it with the word deforestation. In English, it means the cutting down of trees in a large area or the destruction of forests by people. The Vietnamese meaning is sự phá rừng. Its verb is deforest. It means to cut down and destroy all the trees in an area. Next, picture D. The answer is polar ice melting. Let's see the verb melt. It means to turn from something solid into something soft or liquid, or to cause something to do this. Tan ra chảy ra is the Vietnamese meaning. In this case, the phrase polar ice melting means hiện tượng băng tan ở hai cực. Lastly, picture E. We will match it with the phrase fossil fuels. Can you guess its meaning? It means fuels such as gas, coal, and oil. That word formed underground from plant and animal remains millions of years ago. The Vietnamese meaning is nhiên liệu hóa thạch. I hope you have had the same answers as me. Okay, we've gone through 5 words and phrases in the first part of the lesson. 3 minutes for you to copy down. Let's continue with task 2. Listen and fill in the gaps from 1 to 7 with the words or phrases you hear. Now you will listen to a conversation between Nam and his father. There are 7 gaps in this conversation. Listen and fill in the gaps from 1 to 7 with the words or phrases you hear. Pay attention, don't open your textbook. I will play the recording now. Listen carefully.
What are you doing, Nam?
I'm writing for my school newsletter.
What are you writing?
Well, the editor asked me to write a letter giving some practical advice on environmental preservation. So far, I haven't had any ideas.
Have you used the web search engine to find any information?
Yes, I have. However, it was confusing because I got too many search results and web pages about the environment.
Well, read all of them quickly for ideas and select the most suitable for the topic.
By the way, what does environmental impact mean, Dad?
It means negative effect or influence on the environment. Well, you can check the meaning using the online dictionary.
I'll do it right now. Oh, yes, you're correct.
But why are you interested in environmental impacts?
Well, I think if we can see the environmental impacts, we'll know how to protect the environment from many threats, such as deforestation, pollution, global warming, and fossil fuel depletion.
Correct. Air pollution, the greenhouse effect, and global warming have a negative impact on the environment. As a result, polar ice is melting and sea levels are rising. You need to focus on your topic.
Dad, thanks for your help.
Okay, good luck, Nam.
Have you got all the answers yet? Let's check. The answer for gap 1 is editor. How about gap 2? The answer is preservation. Gap 3 is filled in with the word environment. What about gap 4? Negative effect is the answer. The phrase fossil fuel is what we need for gap number 5. How about gap number 6? Greenhouse effect is the answer. Lastly, gap number 7 will be filled in with the word melting. Now 2 minutes for you to check your answer. Finish? Well done. Now we move on to task 3. Read the conversation between Nam and his father. Ask and answer the following questions. What should we do first? Underline the keywords in each question, of course. Look at the first one. What should be focused on? Apparently, we have watch, is Nam doing, and school newsletter. In the second question, what are the keywords? They are watch, editor asks Nam, and write. Next, which words or phrases we have to pay attention to in the third one? We will underline watch, environmental impact, and mean. In the fourth question, why Nam interested in and environmental impacts should be underlined. The last one is important to focus on name, threats, environment, and don't forget to underline in conversation. We have just underlined the important words and phrases in each question. Now, what you need to do is to read the conversation and answer the questions. 5 minutes for you to do this task. Time's up. Have you finished? Here are the answers. Let's look at the first question. What is Nam doing for the school newsletter? The answer is, he is writing a letter for the school newsletter. You can find the answer in slide 2 in the conversation. Now we move on to question number 2. What did the editor ask Nam to write about? The editor asked Nam to write some practical advice on environmental preservation. Is the answer to this question. This answer is in lines from 4 to 6 in the conversation. How about question 3? What does environmental impact mean? You can find the answer to this question from the lines 19 to 20. So, the answer is, it means negative effect or influence on the environment. Next, question number 4. Why is Nam interested in environmental impacts? Because he thinks if we can see the impacts on the natural environment, we will know how to protect it, is the right answer. Lines 28 to 29 help us to answer this question. How about the last one? Name the threats to the environment mentioned in the conversation. You can find the answer in lines from 30 to 32 and lines from 36 to 37 in the conversation. So, the correct answer is, they are deforestation, pollution, global warming, fossil fuel depletion, polar ice melting, and the rise of sea levels. After answering 5 questions above, I'm sure you have some ideas about the topic. Now, let's move on to the last task, speaking. Based on the conversation and your background knowledge, make a short speech on the topic, the biggest threat to the environment in your neighborhood. To make a speech on the given topic, you have to answer 2 following questions. Firstly, name some threats to the environment in your neighborhood. Secondly, suggest some ways to deal with those threats. 2 minutes for you to brainstorm. Time's up. Do you have any ideas for the speech? Let me give you some suggestions. Firstly, there are many threats to the environment in your neighborhood, such as air pollution, traffic issues, gutter pollution, toxic exposures, indoor smoke from solid fuels. So, to deal with those problems, what can we do? There are some of the useful ways such as you can bike more and ride less. Using reusable bags is a great option. Besides, you should use solar energy for cooking and heating water. One of the solutions is to use energy-efficient light bulbs instead of regular bulbs. Another solution is to limit the number of chemicals thrown into our waterways. What else? You can add more. Now you will have 3 minutes to make your own speech. Time's up. Have you finished? Remember to send your audio file to your English teacher for feedback. This is the end of the lesson. So, what we have learned today? We have got to know the topic, preserving the environment, and the vocabulary related to environmental impacts. Remember to learn the vocabulary, do exercise 3 in student's book, and prepare for the next lesson. Thank you for your attention today. See you next time.